Hello, everybody. It's been a while. It has. It truly has. I was sick. Some things were going on, but now I'm feeling a lot better. Ethan, what's up? Hey, how's it going? I'm ready. Are you ready? It's going to be some fun stuff happening today. There are a couple things that I do want to go over just a little bit before we really do hop in here and really get going. But I want to check in with you guys. How you doing? Did you missing the streams? Missing them? Still getting used to the fact of like looking at you guys versus looking at me on the screen right next to me. I got to get some more things situated. Yeah, glasses, no go anymore. Got scratches directly right in front of my pupils, so those are a no-go. Ethan, thank you for the follow, and Just Nifty followed a little bit ago. Thanks for all the follows and the supports and everything. Greatly appreciate it. A couple days ago, we had Connor, bro. He followed as well. Benny Amidby followed. Albert, also another follower. Appreciate it very much. I think that's pretty much caught up on recent followers. Simple goal for today or short near future is just to get to 40. Nothing too big, just a couple more people. Ain't too crazy. So far, how's everything sounding? Sounding good? No issues on anybody's ends? Want to make sure before we really get going. Oh, one cool thing too is I ended up getting the sign from my sister, Route 66, and I don't know where to put it. I kind of want to put it like right here. Good. All right. I want to make sure things are good. You know, rubbing the dust off, getting the rust taken off. Just Nifty, first time chat. Thanks. Sound is great. Awesome. I'm glad you could catch it. I know that over in the Discord, which, hey, by the way, want to join the Discord? Links are down below. Where I post everything, where, you know, updates on channel content, on Twitch, for streaming and everything else like that. When new videos are released, I can actually chat with you guys, get your guys' ideas. It's a cool place. Everybody should be there, right? Right. Yeah, I don't know where to put that sign. I was thinking somewhere like right in this area, hanging down from the ceiling. I think that would look pretty good. I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point. I'll get my decorator, my girlfriend there. She'll figure it out. She's my interior decorator. She did all of this, so props to her. Couldn't do it without her. So yeah, today we're going to be playing on the world of the old school Let's Play series. If you're not caught up on the videos, got 12 of them. Just released the other one, the most recent episode yesterday, right? That's my schedule, isn't it? Yeah. Missed it. After the stream, you can watch it or have it up on side screen or on your phone or on your TV. Just watch it with your cats, dogs, whatever. Hey. Yeah, last really big thing was that I was kind of sick, a little bit sick. Now I'm starting to feel a lot better. As you can tell, still a little bit congested, stuffily. So if I do got to step out to blow my nose and not be like all gross and everything on the mic for you guys to pull away from you, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. Oh, I did partner up with Buy Me a Coffee, just in case if you guys wanted to send a little bit of something, whatever, $1, $2, whatever it is. There's a couple of monthly memberships there. Nothing too drastic. There's no extra perks. Everybody has the same access to everything. Just one of those things that if you just wanted to take that extra step, just to send just a little bit more love and support, like in case, you know, glasses, that's what that money would be going to, is, you know, helping with stuff like that, you know, new pair of glasses. Internet, living up on the mountain, yeah, it's got its perks and everything because there's nobody around. I can literally walk out my front door in my underwear or buck naked and pee off my front porch, wave to the mail lady as she goes by. Don't have to worry about any of that, but the internet connection, whew, pretty bad. Potatoes, I'm running through potatoes pretty bad, so potatoes ain't cheap. Middle of winter, can't really grow them. Spring's coming, so maybe I can get some in the ground, and hey, just food for thought. Nothing too drastic. I'm not begging. I'm not demanding. It's not like, oh, hey, if you donate to me or become a monthly member of, say, $1, because that's like the lowest perk that I can go, because it can't do cents, just dollars. It's not going to be like, well, you have access to, you know, one-on-one stuff, or like we're going to do things and like somebody who couldn't do the donation that they won't have access to it. No, it's not how it's going to go about. Everybody has the same amount of access of everything across the board. Like all of you have access to the Discord without any extra needed of anything. You don't need to spend money to be in the Discord. You don't need to spend any money to see my streams or to message in the chat or anything, or nothing about sending videos out early for extra perks and everything like that. Like, no, it's just a simple factor of that little extra love. Don't have to, but it's there if you guys want to. And every dollar is going to be greatly appreciated. No matter what, it's all going to go towards things. And don't worry, going to be posting, like, you know, if it does take off and, you know, you guys do donate to me, like, I'm getting kind of emotional over it, thinking about the factor of so far within these past few weeks, it's grown so much, and a lot of you are tuning in and joining the Discord, that it's 12-year-old me would be very happy to see 24-year-old me actually making his dream come true, and happy to where I'm at. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys. All right. Enough about the emotionalness. I'm going to blow my nose really quickly because I can feel it getting kind of congested right now. Then we're going to hop into the world and we're going to start breaking blocks, placing blocks, and just chatting and hanging out, right? Because you missed this face, didn't you? All right, give me 1 second. Question for you guys. With how the episodes have been recorded lately and how they, well, not recorded, but how they've been edited with my, my editor, which is, me, but have you guys been enjoying that play of how the editing is working, that different persona, that alter ego and everything? Like, has that been good for you guys? Do you like it? You want me to continue doing it? A couple of my friends actually, over on the Supercraft server, been telling me that they love it. It's really engaging. They want to see more of it. They want it to be that, like, that alter ego, that different persona, the little extra tidbit to it, And I'm having a lot of fun with it too, with editing, that I like, swap my caps and being like sarcastic, sassy, like, oh, hey, look, he messed up here and stuff like that. I love the editor comments. It's so funny. Yeah, Nifty. All right. Keep it up is what you're saying? You want me to keep it up with that? Because it makes editing so much more fun instead of just being like, all right, cut this. All right, I'm just blabbing on or whatever, and nothing too exciting going on. But yeah. Yes, okay. Definitely going to keep that going. And I'm also thinking of adding a little, like, not so much of like an animated little potato guy, just like a little stick figure potato guy that like kind of like pops up on the screen everywhere, and that's going to be my editor. Like, that's going to put a face to my editor. And coming up with a name, I don't really know. Instead of just, because I know I was like referring to editor as editor Q, then I started saying just editor. But I want it to be something kind of like funny, cute, catchy. Maybe you guys can come up with something. But anyway, we're now in the world. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, by the way. Much appreciated. So yeah, last episode we finished up with this. I mean, there's still things to do on the inside. And yeah, just threw down some books, realized that the toolsmiths are literally right below us. So that's going to be fun. Up here, didn't really finish anything up here. Still got to do the ceiling. But for the simple point of getting the bookshelves in here and the other shelves, the chiseled bookshelves, to actually put storage spaces in, so that way I can start putting your guys' comments into books and putting them there. And then this is going to be the designated spot for the World Diary. Each time before I start recording, I look at this just to remind myself of where I've come from what I built the last episode, what I did, and being like, well, I have plans, but it's like, what do I really need to work on, or what do I really want to do? And it's a really cool idea. So, I mean, to Moo Matthew, who commented this, to give me this idea and for a structure this, because it kills two birds with one stone, right? You can have a couple of librarian villagers in here, so it makes it feel more alive and homey and welcoming. It makes sense, right? You don't just have a library without librarian, at least one. Typically, it's like an older woman that's shushing you, and she got two different kinds of readers so she can see different distances, usually at the brim of her nose, just kind of like, shh, you gotta be quiet. Your book's overdue. And then like with the big yardstick, like looking at you like, need to be quiet. Right? Right. So it makes sense. The music, can you guys hear it okay? Is it too quiet? Do I need to turn it up a little bit? Like, maybe do a different one, because I think this is more like electronic-y, dubstep-y kind of feel to it. I have a couple of other playlists that I got. Got ones that are like hip-hop, lo-fi, like synth-wavy. Alright, so what I want to do, obviously talking with you guys and everything, is I want to get this kind of straightened out here. How we got holes. We got holes everywhere. We still got houses here that we got to take down, so we got to get working on that. Man, I'm just in love with this. I'm still teetering back and forth on actually swapping out the stone brick and the stone for the new tough blocks coming out. Changing the stone brick to the tough brick, and then regular tough, maybe mixed in with some polished tough on the wall, just to give it that texturing, like the same sense that it was up here. Or leaving it as stone brick, and then can incorporate it in other things to make this more stand out and pop, because it's the library. It is tied into the plans for this whole village idea of the, like, fishermen along the creek right here, the bridge over there to the farming district. Yeah. And I'm surprised at actually how much this has increased the iron farm rates. Sometimes I get worried though that my villagers are either gone or I'm missing one or something, but they're still there. But just the factor of getting the iron golem to fall down through there. Is the day going by? The day is going by. But yeah. Also, getting mangrove wood is really a pain. Like, the amount that I gathered to actually do what we did on the world library, like I got this amount of the roots, half a stack of carpets, a bunch of sticks. I ended up getting 1 leaf and 32 propagules. Like, it's no easy task, especially when a couple of them are the tiny ones like that there's only like 4, maybe 6 on the smaller ones, and then the bigger ones I could get maybe 10, 11, sometimes 12. I noticed, like, I chopped down probably like, I want to say like 20 of the mangrove trees, honestly. And yeah, only had enough just to do what I did, pretty much. I mean, I still got some leftover slabs and whatnot, I think, somewhere in one of these chests. Not that one. But this one, yeah, I got a couple of blocks left over and somewhere else. That's one thing that really need to get working on is storage. But it also helps to motivate me to, like, make other buildings to try to finish the village so I can figure out where to put some sort of storage or figure out storage. I mean, by all means, you guys got ideas. Send them my way. Put them in the chat. Comments on the videos and the Discord. It's a good place too. All right, let's get this crap out of my inventory. I don't need to be carrying all of this. So we can start working on destroying some of the other houses. Lily B, hey, how's it going? Gonna be working on doing some terraforming, smoothing out this land here, finishing that up just so I can have a better lay of the land and where I want to put stuff. I say that a lot, don't I? Lay of the land. I don't know, it's catchy, easy to say, easy to remember, smooth to say. And then also taking down the rest of the villager houses. As far as the leftover villagers that are still in their houses, well, that's a nitwit, so he doesn't really matter, but I might just let him roam free and see what happens. Because got the villager breeder up and going. Don't need to worry about getting more villagers anytime soon. All right. Oh, okay. I want it to be day. Let's get it to be daytime so I can start putting in the work. Now, do you guys good? Yes, you do say that a lot. Yeah, I do say that a lot, Lily. You're right. As far as the past streams, do you guys do you guys like it that I don't do any editing to it, that I literally just take it off of Twitch and then just put it over to YouTube? And that's another thing too that I wanted to talk about. Is it more convenient for you guys if I was to stream on YouTube, so it's like all in one same place, or do you like the aspect that my content's on YouTube and I stream on Twitch, so it's like 2 different... Of course it's going to rain when we want to do some work. If it's going to thunder, that'd be even better, because then I can just sleep through it. But I don't think it's going to thunder. I don't think we're getting the thunderstorm. Looks too bright. Because I've been thinking about switching over to YouTube just to stream. Or do you guys like it that it's on Twitch, so it's like the little bit of a different area, so it's like we know that Twitch is for the streaming, that YouTube's for the actual purpose, the content. Oh yeah, that's how we break glass. We break glass with a shovel because it's the only tool that I got Silk Touch on, and I don't have a desert at my doorstep, so saves on materials. Yes, I like it that way. I like the 2 different platforms for live. All right, Lily. Okay. Now, my other question in regards to, you know, streaming and the regular content of the Old School Let's Play is that, do you guys like it that it's all on one channel and you don't have to, like, you know, flop back and forth between 2 different YouTube channels of, oh, this is where I post all my, you know, last live streams on, you know, Dungeon Gaming 2, and then the actual main content of the Old School Let's Play series and future Supercraft Season 6 content coming up in June-ish. You like how it's all on one channel? You want me to make a second channel just for Twitch VODs? Is it easier in one place? Because I know with like some things about the algorithm and how YouTube pushes stuff out is that it sees that it's like, oh, you have, you know, mostly Let's Play series videos, and then, you know, 4 times out of the month you're posting this kind of content, so we don't really know how to, like, you know, categorize my stuff. And in the sense of like, well, do we try to push it towards audiences that would like the non-live stream stuff, or do we try to push the channel to people who prefer live stream content or past live stream content where there's like the no editing and everything and can get the real connection with me? Your lovely Q here. I don't know. Food for thought. I've been kind of thinking of it, like, you know, again, switching platforms, going onto YouTube, so like all my streams are on one site. Second channel just to post the past live stream VODs. Or do you guys like it that it's all in one channel, so if like, you know, you want to stop watching the past live streaming and then you go on to the video, then you can just like kick back between playlists and all that? Yes, I would not be able to keep track of all the channels. Lily, yes, that is a challenge. I even have it for myself, but I want to know for you guys. Like, I know my personal preference. I just rather have it all on one channel, even though that, you know, the algorithm can be kind of tricky in that sense, and how YouTube is pushing the stuff out, like I explained. But I want it to be at your guys' convenience. I want it, like, you guys are as much as part of this as I am. Like, yeah, I'm the guy that sits in this chair behind this screen making the content, but it's you guys that are getting it out there and making more of something of just me playing some Minecraft, trying to bring the old school vibes back, trying to bring what Minecraft was when we were first watching it. Well, at least when I was first watching it, when I first got my scratch for YouTube and watching YouTube videos and everything. And like, I started off watching like Paul Source Jr. and Etho before he got, like, I remember Etho way back in like the early alpha beta days of Minecraft. And same thing with Paul Source Jr., that it was, you know, your simple stuff. It wasn't all this fancy, like, oh, hey, look, day one base right here, and it's this huge mega base. Like, I never really liked that content. I liked the more of, hey, each episode's going to be something different, whether it's going to be exploring, maybe we have a couple videos back to back of building, working on a single I broke that piece of glass. Dang it. Oh well. I can redeem myself. Just like that. But yeah, I've never been a fan of the big fast-paced stuff, because it's like, you don't really know is the thing. It's like false advertisement of like what's really going on. Because, you know, anybody can easily just be like, okay, let me just gather up some resources. You know, they cut the recording if they don't do any like time-lapse to show it or whatever, or they could alter a little time-lapse clip, which, I mean, then you kind of start to question and look at it. I mean, at least I do. I mean, that's how I am. Looking at it and being like, well, I don't know if you just like cut back into, you know, creative or something and you just magically happen to do all of this, you know? I don't know. And that's why I'm doing this series. It's like, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there who miss it too, because before I really got gung-ho and everything, and girlfriend was supporting me with it, and the situation at hand was just perfect timing to really buckle down and do this. Saw a lot of people that are like, where's all the old school stuff? Like, why is Minecraft all this jumpy cuts and all this fancy graphics and overlays and stuff like that? I mean, that's why I started doing what I was doing. Overthinker, huh? Oh yeah, I overthink majorly. Planning. I mean, I'm good at planning. You guys know that, right? Obviously, it shows in the videos. Has nothing to do with my editor. He's a wild one. Remember, want the glass, gotta break it with the spoon. Sometimes he is the best. Yeah, he is, Lily. I don't know how I'd give him a raise, though. I mean, I know a joke about it and all that. It's like, what could be ways to implement a raise? Maybe I can actually do a video where there would be, like, little to no editing so he doesn't have to really worry about it. I don't know. Maybe that's something that you guys could come up with, like a little gimmick or something to go along with the persona of my editor. That, you know, this is what his raise is going to be. I don't know. I'm sure we could figure something out. Velvet, first time chatting. Thanks for the first time chat, first of all. And second of all, let's read what you said. Yo, are you that guy who started the old school Minecraft series on YouTube? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm Q. Welcome. You like what you're seeing? No? Yeah? I mean, hopefully you're talking about the same guy. I mean... Yeah, same channel art, everything that I have here on the beautiful Twitch, as it is on the YouTubes. You know how a lot of people do say, so that's why I was following you. I love it. All right, Velvet. There we go. All right, we're on the same page now. This is awesome. All right. Well, welcome. Currently, right now, I'm working on just smoothing out this land, and we're taking down the rest of the villager houses, and the villagers that are left in here, I'm probably just going to let them roam free. Maybe torture them a little bit. Get my frustrations out, because, I mean, I'm constantly making new ones over there in that, you know, lovely, beautiful, I mean, like, going free cam mode here, like, ooh, fancy dancy, I know, right? See, look, we got plenty of villagers. These are our own special babies, you know, like, I'm their mama bird, you know? Plus, they frustrate the hell out of me, so I can simply just take it out on the other villagers. But yeah. Oh my. Oh yes, Velvet. Oh yes. How you liking the series so far, Velvet? Is it going good? Any critiques? I'm open to anything. I ain't got feelings, so you ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Some things that you like, sweet. Some things that I can work on, by all means. Look, I'm just the guy that plays the game. My editor's the one that, you know, he does the harder side of the work and everything to make the videos somewhat better. Don't tell him that I'm really giving him a compliment, even though it's a small compliment. It'll really go to his head. And I know I did experiment, well, I didn't, my editor did. He experimented a little things, like the fancy transition when I was swimming and I died in the, what was it, episode 11 it was that I went exploring in the Lush Cave? Yes, because that's when I expanded on the iron farm. Do I have a bed up here? I should still have a bed up here, right? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, I do, okay. He's full of himself, Lily? Oh, yes, he is. But no, my editor, he did a little bit of different things. I know it kind of pulls away from the, you know, like the old school ways, like the original, like Paul Source Jr. and Etho, where it was just like next to nothing of editing. It was just like cuts of like not talking or like, you know, just simple cuts like my very first episode was, which I know was horrible. And looking back on it and finding that little persona of my editor, feel is making, it's more enjoyable for me, definitely. And definitely the videos are getting less and less dry each episode that comes out. But where was I going with it? What was I saying? Losing my train of thought. Oh, that my editor, did something different to the factor of that little, when I died when I was swimming, that I was about to swear, like that was a legit, like I swore for like a good couple of seconds after I did that. And my editor cut it right at the perfect point and did that little like screen glitch and then like the little like beep sound like as a like, you know, like a TV channel lost connection. English, right? I can't even do it like God, I need to go back to school. See, if my mama let me be born on the leap year right now, I'd only be 6. I'd be 6 years old if I was born on the leap year. On the leap year date for February 29th, but nope. Had to come out a little bit soon, and she says that, oh no, it wasn't up to me, you were ready to come out. Alright, Velvet, what'd you say here? My only critique would be that I like to see it basically unedited / real time without the VO montages. VO. Dumb it down. I'm mentally like a 6-year-old. I don't understand big words. Montages, I understand. Voiceover. Okay. So like when you're saying the voiceover part, are you talking about like my editor persona, like dial it back on that aspect and like the montages dial those back a little bit too? Because then it kind of like with like cutting back on the montages a bit, I don't say anything whatsoever during those bits. Like when I'm placing the roofs in the last episode for the World Library here, I wasn't saying anything, just completely like zoned out and just placed the blocks. So it's like if I could cut that stuff all out versus where I can speed up the clip and it's like 2-3 seconds long, couple seconds long with a little bit of a music just to be like, hey, look, I did place this roof. I didn't, you know, do anything cheaty or whatnot. But like the voiceover part, Velvet, are you talking about like dialing back on the editor persona a little bit? Because I'm still trying to find that good balance of like too much and just enough. You know what I mean? The Goldilocks rule. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. All right, you're just a nitwit in here, right? Yeah, I don't care about you. Oh shit! Actually, is there an iron golem around here somewhere? Because these buggers have been spawning them like crazy. Like even some have been up on the roofs. So far we're good. I don't think any iron golem is going to come over here. All right, let's get this one torn down. Hey, and don't be afraid to share these videos with anybody, with everybody. Everybody you know, your houseplants, your cats, dogs, your fish. All right, Velvet, let's see here. Okay, we got a lot of reading to do here. I'm still on episode 1, so that's my only reference. I'm a slow watcher, LOL, but I don't know. I'd probably want to see everything basically real time with just maybe some cuts if you like strip mine for 30 minutes. Okay, I know what you're saying. All right. I'm going to keep that in mind. I'm going to lock it down. I'm going to lock it in here. It's like a vault, okay? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to pass it on to my editor. Okay. And I'm taking that into consideration. Now, it's not your fault that you're behind. Everybody's either a fast watcher or a slow watcher, whatever. I do know that as soon as I did really start, you know, grinding down on making the content here for you guys and for my pleasurability and making my past 12-year-old self happy to see grown-up me be doing this, that I've started watching YouTube less and more for pleasurement and more for the aspect of like, hey, I'm having some issues with this kind of stuff for editing or making my thumbnails pop a little bit more, and you know, more of the aspect of like, okay, what can I learn today? And been telling myself that, you know, spend this amount of time looking up stuff on Reddit, Googling stuff, looking on YouTube for tutorials on different things of like, what can I do to be better and such and such. And then more so like when I'm going to bed or I just need to unwind and shut down, or as I tell my girlfriend, I need to go plug in, that then it's more of the pleasurable. Or if I start to get like an itch of like, I need to learn something, I want to learn something, I'm getting bored of just like, I've done my thing. I've unplugged, shut my brain down, coming up with some ideas for episodes and, you know, how things are going to go and whatnot. Then I kick my brain back over into work mode. But you shouldn't listen only to me. I'm just a big fan of the old school Let's Play styles. Yogcast. Yes, I remember watching Yog's cast way back when. Sieners, etc. And that pace. But that might not be what the YouTube algorithm and audience wants these days. Well, see, I'm going to stop you right there. The algorithm, yes, it helps for the factor of YouTube pushing it out there. But whereas right now, within the past couple of weeks, I've grown way more than I thought that I ever truly would within these last few weeks. So really, it's you guys that are helping and pushing it out there and telling other people, because I've noticed that some analytics that return viewer time and everything else like that is going up higher than more unique people, which I'd much rather have. I would rather have like 5 people, 10 people coming back and watching the video, whether it's that day it's uploaded a couple hours later and they're watching through the whole video. I'd much rather have that than see that, you know, pull up my phone and be like, oh, let's check the analytics right now. It's like, oh, this video has 1,000 views. But then I look at it and it's like the time retention's like 2 seconds. It's like, well, that doesn't, it helps me to know that within those first few seconds, people are clicking away. I would much rather have that smaller community where it's like this right here. It's nothing big. I'm not a huge Minecrafter, not a huge YouTuber, nothing of that regards. But whereas a few of you stop by, whether it's for a couple of minutes for the whole stream, or it's like you get to a certain point and then you're like, oh, I gotta dip out for work or something, you know, it's like, hey, I get it. I've been there. And plus I can get more feedback from that, like actual more critical thing. And I'm looking for the people who are on like the same page as me of like that more slow-paced themed of a style with just a little bit of a twitch of like a little characteristic, you know, like 2 personas, just to make it a little bit less dry, like be more of a unique thing instead of just like, oh, well, this guy, he does old school Let's Play content, and then you got another guy that does the exact same thing, and you got another guy doing the same thing. Well, what is it that's different between these 3 people? Okay, we got channel A, B, and C that are doing old school Minecraft Let's Play content. It's like, well, out of those 3, which one are you going to really want to return back to and do more with? Like I've come across a lot of smaller channels for the simple factor of this game. Like, for instance, 7 Days to Die. I came across this YouTuber, Jawoodle. Wasn't very big. Came across him like a year or 2 ago. Nothing big, was just looking through because I was going through a phase of 7 Days to Die stuff. So I was like, hey, you know, let me find a YouTuber who's like looking at the same thing as me. It's like nothing over the top, no jump cuts, no like the statistics and everything and how the game works and mechanically, just that, hey, you open up a world, you're going to start playing, you're going to try not to die from zombies. And I came across him, and even though it's the most like vaguest playthrough style and the most oversaturated content, of course, because gaming content's oversaturated anyway on YouTube, but where it's his personality and the way how he turned something so saturated that he narrowed it down to fit him and his style and personality, and that's what I got attached to. It wasn't the content that I was seeing on the screen. It was him himself, of like how he was reacting to the things in the game and how some little bit of edits here and there made it a little bit more eye-catching and keeping my attention onto the screen to watch it. So like I'm getting inspiration from that to do it with my own twist and bringing back Minecraft, because I really enjoyed it when I was younger, and it's just not there anymore. Because even though like these big YouTubers and everything, some of them are kind of starting to do it, and like the new season of Hermitcraft, they're doing it, but it's also still not the same thing, because like they're doing the slower pace thing, but it could be a week or 2 before a video, and it's like, yeah, I did this little bit of work, and it's like, well, you did all of this. Like, that's not really slow paced. Even though that some of them will admit it's like, yeah, I know it's not slow paced when I'm trying to do it, but anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I agree, dude. I'd also much rather have a smaller, more loyal following than 1,000 peeps who follow and watch once and then never return. Exactly. I'd rather have Well, like I just said. I don't know if you're all getting sick of hearing me say the same thing over and over and over again, but exactly. It's just like, you know, yeah, in school you think when you're, you know, in grade school, what I'm just gonna start dumping stuff into here. I don't really care. But yeah, like back in like the days of like being back at schools, whatever, you thought that like having like the biggest friend group was the most amazing thing. That's what you wanted. It's what you needed to, you know, get by in high school, whatever. It's like, but then as you get older, out of high school, out of college, you realize that it's like, it's not that important. If I have a handful of people that I know I can trust and that I can call if I need something or just to chat or something, I would much rather have that than have dozens or hundreds of friends that don't give a damn. Like, why would I want that? I wouldn't want that. I'd rather have somebody that I could call at any point in time and be like, yo, I need your help with something, and then they're there. Instead of going through a list of contacts being like, oh, hey, can you help? Oh, no, I can't, sorry. Okay. And then you keep going. It's like, no, that's a waste of time. Drama, bullshit, all that mixed in. No, thank you. I don't want to deal with it. I really don't. No, sorry. Trying to do this as a job, do you still have the joy of playing when you're not working? Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. With how some content creators are saying, like, you know, it's difficult when you start making content and then you just want to like play for pleasure, then you start thinking like, well, I could make this for content, I could do this for content, here's an idea for something. I'm trying to balance that mindset and swap in the hats of like, look, okay, for season 5 right now on the Supergraph server, still excited the factor that I did that I was welcomed in and that everybody over there is so cool and it's so much fun. And it was because of you guys helping push the videos, like watching them, liking them, commenting and everything. That was you guys. It wasn't have anything to do with science or anything fancy or pure luck. It was all you guys, and thank you so much. I love it there, and like, you know, still enjoy the game. And then there's, you know, moments where I'm like, you know, because I'm doing a lot of like terraforming and stuff like that, so it's nothing really exciting. I did do I actually did finish off building some of the housing district really area for who? The fisherman side. I did quite a bit of work on that side, did terraforming and everything. It's looking good. Oh, hello. How are you in here? Well, that's good to know, I guess. Don't mind me, I'm just, I'm remodeling. We're remodeling this. Not really. He doesn't need to know that, though. No, I still enjoy it. I really do. Sometimes it's hard to shut off the whole, like, well, I could do this, I can record this bit, this could be kind of entertaining, this could be funny. It's like, oh, I could do this for an episode. When I get to talking to my buddy Mango, though, whew, out the door. Out the door completely. Yeah, we do talk about stuff and everything. He's been actually one of my biggest critiques, critters, what's the word? Critique, analyst, judger, judge, dictator. No, he's not dictating. No. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. Drawing a blank. I need to go back to grade school. I think it's critique. So you have your food critique, right? Same sense? Analyst. I don't know. He gives me feedback. My hypothesis on why Let's Plays changed so drastically is that the addition of the Ender Dragon and the achievements gave people something specific to aspire to and complete, whereas before people were forced to make up their own storylines and goals. Yes, I agree with that as well. The other thing that I think that really screwed the pooch on the whole, well, what I'm doing, the old school ways of YouTube and Minecraft, is TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels, right? Is it Facebook Reels? I don't really know. I don't go on Facebook much. Unless it's for Marketplace. But yeah, it like just killed everybody's attention span. I mean, like, think about it. When you go and come across a new video, like, if you're not hooked within the first, what, couple of seconds, you kind of click off of it, don't you? See, I used to be in that sense, like, for years ago when I was, like, first watching stuff and everything, and I started finding my, like, nitty-gritty of stuff, of what I wanted to watch on a daily or a weekly basis. I used to do that, but I was like, you know, you can't do that anymore, especially now that creating the content, you can't just really judge off of the first 5 seconds, because, you know, it might be just, you know, trying to get into a groove of starting off the episode. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm trying to save the glass, guys. I am trying. Spoons for glass. The spoon is for glass. The spoon is for glass. There we go. Because, yeah, I mean, like, right now, if you look at my first episode, and then you look at my most recent episode, I mean, there's huge improvements. It's not drastic to being like, oh, yeah, I got a silver play button, and then a week later, I'm getting the gold one, and then I'll get the diamond one. Like, no, it's nothing to that extent, but whereas I'm finding my own little niche style, a more personalized look on still keeping it with the theme of old school Minecraft Let's Play stuff. It's taken me about, I'd say, what, 9 episodes? Because I think it was episode 9 that I started doing the editor bits. I think so. Don't quote me on it. I'll have to chat with my editor on that. Yeah, our attention spans are not the same, and I think we have become more dopamine driven. Oh, dopamine driven, maybe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially the younger generation. They grow up playing games and watching TikTok. Most people can't focus on slower paced content. I mean, exactly. Like, you can't unless you force yourself to, or like another thing that I've noticed too, though, is that you can watch the slower paced contents and everything, but most of the time I see people in here and that it's like, oh, I'm just going to throw this up on the background and not really pay attention. Which, again, if that's how you guys watch this stuff, cool, by all means. I do it with some stuff as well. When it's more of like, you know, a past live stream or something, like especially like some of the hermit crafters. You look empty. You should be filled with stuff. But not my hoe. Gotta keep my hoe in check. But yeah, like, that's usually how people are doing it. They're treating it as if it's like a TV show background, white noise, stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I still do it too, just with some other things that I know that by not constantly looking at the screen that I can, you know, come back, or like say I'm, you know, vacuuming the living room. It's like, okay, I can throw it up on the TV and I can watch, you know, an episode of this. But whereas, you know, there's some people that I like to watch that's like, I can't really look away for more than a couple of seconds, more than just blinking. Look at that. You guys getting me on a tangent here. Now I'm just breaking grass instead of the actual houses. It's looking better. Ooh, blue flower. We got villagers roaming around. I don't know how they're going to live, but that's for them to worry about. It's daytime. You can leave. Thank you. I really don't want to hit you and then have an iron golem get me pissed at me and freaking 1-2 Will Smith me. And this right here, this right here, what we got going on right here in the chat, and the lovely chat right below me. I know, it's like trying to learn how to move around and everything and actually know where stuff is at. That I couldn't have this with thousands of people that are, because they're just chitting in for a second, being like, oh no, I don't really want to, no, this isn't for me, you know. But it's where I'm talking to a couple of you guys, which appreciate it. Velvet and Nifty and Lily, wherever Lily went. Like, it's awesome that I can talk to you guys, like, individually. It's like, not really individually, because we're all here on Twitch. But, you know what I'm saying. We're not getting as lost with, you know, thousands of people and everything. And it's like true honesty. It's like, I love it. Speaking of leaving things on in the background, I'm leaving for a concert very soon, but I'll keep your stream open and give you a lurk if it helps you out. Well, thank you, Velvet. And what kind of what are you going for a concert? What kind of music is it? Who's the bands? Everybody, right now, what's your favorite kind of music? You like that saying, Lily? What did I say? What did I say? What was it that I was saying that you said that you like that saying? I can't even remember. But yeah, what's your guys' favorite music? Feywild Hagen. Feywild Hagen? Am I saying that right? God, I hope so. I feel bad that I can't read. Bit dyslexic, and I don't mean to butcher names or anything, and also blah 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 blah, tripping over my own big fat tongue. Is a Norwegian guitarist that's damn good, probably not known in the States. Oh, Lily, the 1-2 Will Smith you. Oh, okay, yeah, you like that saying. All right. I'm in Velvet. You are into black metal, house music, and jazz. That's interesting. I'm a fan of music of all kinds, except for like the heavy screamo metal. Like if I can't really understand it or like relate to it or like, you know, bebop to it or drive down the road without bashing my head off of something because I'm headbanging too hard, then I listen to it. Preferably is more like, I guess like Y2K country and like early 90s and late 80s country. I do like the classier stuff with like the classic stuff, like the true original country of like Johnny Cash and all of them. I guess like my biggest time music playlist really is more like country rap and country rock of today, of like, you know, Jelly Roll, Ryan Upchurch, Outlaw, stuff like that. What about you? Do you like Michigan Rattlers? Michigan Rattlers. I don't even know if I've heard of it. Let's see here, Billy. Let me just pop on. Here, let's do this. Freeze the game. We'll go into the just chatting window here. Let's see. Pulling up the internet browser. What is it? It is Michigan. They are a contemporary country band. My cat blocks is on and it's annoying me. Michigan Rattlers. I don't know if I've heard any of their stuff. Maybe I have and I just don't know it. I don't know, but I'll definitely check them out after the stream. Because I don't want to accidentally get any kind of copyright stuff, you know? Because I ain't got lawyers. I ain't got the budget. I don't even have the budget to pay my editor. He thinks he's getting a raise, but he's not. Don't tell him. Okay? Just sweep that underneath the rug. He won't have access to this live stream. Even uploading it over the... Oh god, that villager over there, he scared the crap out of me. Yeah, he ain't gonna have access to this VOD. Let's see. Sure, yeah, I'll harvest a couple leaves with the spoon so I can pick them up. It's not the fastest thing, but it still works. Hello? Anybody home? No? Alright, cool. It's coming down anyway, whether you were home or not. Eviction notice time. He's going to know when he don't get the money. Exactly. So I gotta, like, distract him for a long time. Gotta keep him on edge, keep him on the hook. Keep him thinking that it's coming, but there's issues with the bank account. The, something's to do with, you know, there was an error of transfer of money. I don't know. I'll come up with something to keep him distracted. One thing I do know that I really do want to play with is, what the hell even is this? Terracotta. Yeah, 10 plus years. 10 plus years of playing time here, and I don't even know what block I'm picking up right now just by looking at it. I gotta read the name tag for it. But I do want to play with Terracotta. Like, actually, like, use it for things. I'm just unsure of where, because I've always been, like, I always used, like, wood related and cobblestone. Like, just now I started actually using the mangrove. I mean, like, it looks good. It pops. It looks good. When we're at different, you know, height variations, it's going to pop even more. It's going to look really, 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 really good. If I can use the right tool, that would be awesome. Give me 1 second here. So, yeah, I didn't realize that I didn't swap back. Can you see the game footage now? Oh, that's embarrassing. Do we see the game now? I'm hoping. I didn't even realize if I did switch it back or not. Now you can see it. Okay, good. I mean, professionalism right here, right? I just got lost on a track. Whoop, my bad. Alright, let's find a random chest to dump this crap into. See how much stuff we can fit into here. Let's go check on the bamboo and sugarcane farm that we did a couple episodes back. What was that? Episode 9, I think it was? That's about ready to pop. Oh, we got... Oh, some have a stack. Some have a little bit less than a stack. Some have more than a stack in it. I did pull out a bunch of sugarcane out of here, though, because I needed it for the books in the library. Yes, sir. This chest's pretty empty. I'd like my shovel back, though. Oh, look at that. We got a villager in a boat and a cat. I can't wait to do some more stuff over here. Like, thinking with, like, the whole apartment complex style of stuffs. That'd be pretty cool. Having a couple of houses along here. Maybe another set on top. I don't think I'm going to go up to the 3rd level. You know, placing that line of cobblestone and going back, I think it's too much. But yeah, eventually there's going to be like the facade here, which did show off what I'm, you know, building in the creative test world, which actually, you know what? Why don't we can do that right now, can't we? Nah, we won't do it right now. I did it in the video. Let's get this done. I want to get these houses down and I want to start placing some dirt and playing with dirt, you know? because that's the goal for today. And talking to you guys and getting feedbacks and everything, and I greatly appreciates it. I do. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to have so much oak planks and oak stairs and oak doors that I'm going to have no idea what to do with. I don't need to burn them because I got that lava farm. I've heard people say that streaming to 0 viewers is the same as streaming to 1,000. I mean... it can be if you're not active with your chat or nobody's chatting. Because then you're just sitting here talking to yourself, knowing that there's somebody watching you and they could give you some instant feedback or spark up a conversation. It can be. I know for my first couple of streams, it was pretty much just me talking to myself. Some people popped in. If they commented, then I would respond. I mean, it varies from person to person and the style concept of like what they're doing. Like if they're not engaging with the chat at all of any shape or form, then yeah, no matter how many people are watching, it's the same sense as if there's nobody there and a million people there. In terms of being able to talk to and read chat. I mean, yeah, if you got like thousands of people, like, okay, like say there's 1,000 viewers on this right now, and each of you are commenting every single second, like there's no way I'm going to be able to see all of them and read all of them. And thanks, honey. Almost running out of beverages here. All right, Bucko, this is my bed now. Excuse me, I would like to sleep so it'll actually change time. Like, if you stream to no one, you just have to keep talking, and if you stream to 10 active chatters, you have someone to talk to, but if you stream to 1,000 plus, you're kind of back to talking to yourself, and the chat goes by too fast. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that is true. Because there's so many things that you can't really respond to. I'm sure there's things that I'm aware of that, you know, if you have 1,000 chatters, that it slows it down. And you can do stuff like that. And then also how some bigger streamers are like, well, if you spend the extra money for a TTS or the certain little different chat stuff, and those would be the chat that you actually like respond to here and there the best that you can. And then also like some of them would have like probably a moderator or two and taking notes down, and then the moderators talking in chat and getting things down and then sending something to the person that's actually streaming. I don't know how it really works. I just know that I'm really loving this stream. Got a couple of you actually in here actively chatting, and I love it. It's amazing. I love actually being able to talk with you guys instead of at you, and then whenever you guys got the time to get around to watching the video is then getting the responses. I like this because then it's be like, hey, I'm thinking of this. What do you guys think? Instant feedback. Hey, I got an idea for this. What do you guys think? Should that be an episode? Should we do this for an episode? You know? Versus, you know, because I record the episodes a day prior and I record and edit them a day prior to the release. So whereas, you know, some of you guys are like slow watchers or just starting to file in, that I could ask a question on episode 1 and you could answer it on that episode, or I could be already like right now, prime example that like for you, Velvet, that you've seen only episode 1 right now. That's what brought you here, came across, and you continue to look for my stuff, and here you are, which I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I mean it. And could be working on stuff that's already passed, like example, that's saying like, well, for actual instance, that currently episode 12 is the last episode that got released and building up the world library there. Here we are streaming, doing some of the behind scenes stuff that, you know, yeah, I could do this not streaming it, but I also like this because it's like, well, I don't really want to be alone. And I can talk to you guys and get the instant feedback. You get to see the real me, hear the real me. See this beautiful, ugly mug of whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Let's see here. What do we got left to tear down? Just 4? All right. Moving at a good pace. You are free. I'm not going to expect your survival rate to be very high because you all are stupid. You don't know how to take your hands out of your coat sleeves and actually pick up an axe and chop wood. But yet somehow I hand you over a green shiny rock and you can give me an unbreaking silk touch efficiency enchanted diamond shovel. But yet, I don't know. Villagers, man. They're just weird and they can be a pain in the ass. You're not helping me take this down. Get out of my way. I don't want to hit you because there's an iron golem walking around here somewhere. Right there. I'm not going to hit you. Get out. This isn't your house anymore. Ooh, well, not my fault. I mean, no, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I swear, if there wasn't an iron golem right there, I would just slap you with a spoon right now. That's what I would do. I gotta head out now. Hope to catch you again and catch up on your LP. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the following and all of that and the supporting and enjoying the stuff. I mean, thank yous all the way around. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I upload the videos. Every Friday at 1 p.m. for the time being now, because some things are changing of... My daughter's going into daycare, early schooling program soon. She's going to be home with me on Thursdays and Fridays while mommy's off to work. So, yeah, the days of streaming is going to change, but as far as the days of uploading is going to be the same. That part won't change. It's going to be the aspect of when am I going to stream, which might be more of Saturday, Sunday kind of a thing. We'll figure it out when we cross that bridge. But thank you again, Velvet. And enjoy the concert. And if you're on Discord, hey, join the Discord. Link's down below. And I think it's also popping up in chat, isn't it? I think so. If I remember that I set it up correctly. And if it's still popping up, I think it is. Is it? See you, Velvet. Yeah, the Discord link pops up in the chat, so. That's where I post everything. All the updates, questions for you guys, talk with you, chat with you. Yes, it is, Lily? Alright, yeah. I did put a new channel on the, in the Discord for fan art, if anybody is artsy fartsy, fancy with any sense of that. There's a spot in the Discord for fan art to be posted. Who knows? Somebody sketches up something. Maybe if somebody drew a little potato, little stick figure potato, you know, maybe that'll be the little insert for our editor here, you know. Be like, you know, in a sense of, you know, popping up in the corner of the screen, like different, like hand gestures, like, you know, like the facepalm one, or like throwing the hands up, rolling the eyes. So I'm thinking something along those lines, and it could cut back a little bit on some of the wording. that's popping up on the screen, or even just simple fan art of other senses. There's a section for it now. But I think that'd be a good idea for the aspect of the editor is having a little potato guy. Because, you know, potatoes are awesome. Who doesn't love potatoes? I love potatoes. My girlfriend knows it. She does. Could be a worser addiction. Could be something really bad. I meant to do that. I did. I really did. Okay. Oh, I still got boots. They're not completely broken yet. Jeez, I can't swim. I can't run around on the scaffolding. Today's just not my day. It really isn't. Oh, good lord. Are we almost done destroying this village? Oh, one more house to go. Then we can start working on the terraforming. So close, but yet so far away for this goal. Is everyone here caught up on the Let's Play videos? So far, is it just Velvet that's kind of behind because they're slow watching? Not dogging, not dogging. Not singling out. Just want to get a feel for all y'all. People caught up? No? Critiques, comments, concerns? Put them in. Anything. Like I say in my videos. You want to just chat? Chat. You don't want them? You don't have to. Am I getting annoying with asking questions? Probably. I'm kind of starting to annoy myself. But hey. I like chatting with you guys. You guys are a cool group of people. You really are. And I'm not just saying that because you're helping support me. In ways of liking the videos, commenting on them, being here part of the streams, sharing the videos with your cats, your dogs, your loved ones, your houseplants, the neighbors, the gardeners, the trees outside, these annoying fuckers right here. Hey. One more house to go. You saw nothing. Oh yeah, one other thing that I'm going to be doing is looking at a location and picking out a spot potentially for, someone suggested a build, the Ivory Tower from the Neverending Story movie. And the books. There's books about it, isn't it? I remember seeing the movie as a kid. Is it movies? Is it just one? Or is it a series? Is it a trilogy? Is it a saga? I don't really know. I just remember at least the one if there's more than one. Get out of here, my guy. I warned you. But yeah, building an ivory tower, and I'm thinking something over there in that mountain. I'm thinking. I don't really know. I did ask him in the comment when he left a comment to build it. It was like, you got any ideas of where? Because I'm going to dedicate it to him. I'm going to build it. I'm going to put a sign on it. Going to dedicate it to him. Going to make it well known. Going to talk about it constantly in the videos. Just letting you guys know, hey, you're just as much a part of this world. You are just as much as a part of this world as I am a part of this world. Now, can I say that faster and more smoothly? No. Am I going to try? No. No. I just cannot talk to save my life. Save my ass even. Nope, just simply cannot. Okay. Okay. Now that that's done. Oh, now I gotta do some terraforming. What have we been doing? We've been doing what? Hour 15 so far? I'd say that's a good track. Did some talking that needed to be talked. Still a little bit stuffy. But I'm getting there. I'm getting better. Oh, God. Let's see here. Throw all wood stuffs in here. Throw all the stone into here. Dirt. Do I even... Is that really all that I have for dirt? I mean, I got all that rooted dirt from that lush cave. Do I have any other dirt? I got coarse dirt there. Oh, but that's going to be used for the pathway along with the rooted dirt. I need to, like, destroy some stuffs. Oh. Can you not open that door? Do we have a trap villager in there and then have to really do all the hard work? Sure. Why not? Let's check on the iron farm. See how well that's been doing. Do I have empty buckets that can collect some? Yeah, I got empty buckets. Let's collect up some of this lava. Can never have enough lava. I mean, for what little of an operation we got going on here. I'm excited for this build too, to get the armors in here, to get the weaponsmiths over on this side. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be a similar design to how our toolsmiths are over here. I do gotta get the I gotta sit down and do the bees. I really do. I gotta get my button gear with the bee so I can wax this and have it back to that beautiful orange copper. But yes, this is gonna be a lot of fun getting the weaponsmiths in here, the armor is here. This is probably gonna be like a little showcase little area of like probably our first set of armor once we, you know, go upgrade to the diamond level. This is probably gonna end up on an armor stand. This is probably going to be a little section for like the different armor trims and everything. This is going to get changed. It will. It's going to keep... That's going to be the same level coming out to here. Then you're going to drop down actually into here. Well, yeah. Let's see how the iron farm has been doing. This has got to get worked on to beautify it. It's working pretty good if you ask me. We have any stragglers? No? Alright. Decent, decent. Oh, a couple of stragglers in there. Do I not have a crafting table down here? I thought I put a crafting table down here. I guess not. Is there at least one? I think there's one at the enchantment setup. Isn't there? Oh, yep. Turn these all into blocks so we can save room in the chests. Because you can always break it back down, right? Oh yeah, yeah you can. Of course you can. I know my stuff. Alright, I know what I'm doing. For the most part I do. For the most part I know my stuffs. I gotta get a crafting table down there. I gotta expand this. Loads of dirt. Gonna need loads of dirt for the terraforming. And where can I go? What can I do to get all kinds of dirt? Yeah, I'm gonna take that bed to carry with me. All right, let's go look over there, over at that mountain landscape area, and see if that's a good spot for the ivory tower from Neverending Story. So I think it might be. It might be just the right size and everything that I'm looking forward to really construct it. Beautiful wheat field. Little well right there. Our beautiful potato field. Gotta love it. With another well right next to it. I gotta come in through here and I think I'm just gonna put moss carpets on it, or maybe the waterlogged mangrove roots, and then have like lanterns on top of them. Sorry, I had to step away. What did I miss? Oh, it's alright, Lily. Finished taking down the houses there. We checked on the iron farm. It's working pretty good. Still working, constantly good. Now we're looking out over here to find a spot for the ivory tower build from the Neverending Story movie, sagas, something like that. I don't really know if there's more than just the one. I know I at least saw one. To build like an ivory tower. To build the ivory tower from that franchise. Because someone commented it, and I'm going to build it. I can't remember their name. Let me pull up their name. Let's see here. This is prime streaming right here, folks. It really is. Let's see here. Comments. Where does comment go? Did I scroll past it? Oh, right here. Justin Warsham 55. Warsham 55? I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. I don't mean to butcher it. But yeah, build the ivory tower from the Neverending Story. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do. I'm thinking here. So you can terraform this around or whatever to build like little spokes of the mountain going around the tower, because it's like you got the tower like in the middle, and then there's like some rocks that come up around it. I think this would be a good spot for it. Which this is probably where we can actually get enough dirt. Start breaking this down to get the dirt to do the smoothing of the terrain over there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start just taking a lot of this dirt. So yeah, let me think about what can I talk to you guys about. So yeah, daughter's going to be starting this early school program, going to a daycare thing, whatever. Next week I actually get to go in with her for like a little orientation thing, so I get to see what it's like. Pretty excited for that. See how they work, see the other kids, see what she's going to be doing, and all that. I'm excited for it. And I'm excited to have, spend some time with her without mommy around, so then, can have some daddy-daughter time. What are your plans for tonight? Well, Lily, I'm not really sure. I got offered to go play poker with some buddies Haven't played with them in quite some time. However, still, like, I'm feeling a lot better. It's just I don't want to get any of the guys sick, and I don't know if currently right now I have the funds to throw in a couple bucks for poker right now. Every girl needs daddy-daughter time. Yes, they do. Well, like, just yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday, we went outside because I had to, it was yesterday. I had to clean out, culvert at the end of our driveway. Getting someone sick is not fun. No, it is not. It's not, because my daughter got me sick, but, you know, I still love her. Little snot-nosed brat. But I love her. No, I had to clean out a culvert, because at the end of our driveway, we got a culvert, and it got backed up from dirt and everything, because living up on a back dirt road, throwing sand down from the town, plowing the roads and everything, it got clogged up. So on either side of the culvert, my lawn was getting flooded and everything, so I was like, well, you know, I gotta do that, and I'm like, it's nice enough. And, my girlfriend, her mom, had to go into work to do some paperwork and stuff like that, whatever, so it's like, well, you know, I'm home, I'm gonna take care of her, I'm gonna watch her, we're gonna go outside, we're gonna go play in the mud. She fell down a lot. She didn't, like, get upset or cry or anything, which I was actually surprised, because last year, she didn't like mud and thought it was gross and icky, and she was throwing all kinds of fits and whatnot, so made me proud to know that she's not going to be afraid of mud growing up. Oh. I don't want to go too crazy with, like, knocking the shape of it down, because, like, I want to keep it to the same sense so that way I have the idea of what I want to do. I know definitely, because I got a peak here, essentially. We got the start of a peak here. We're going to do a peak there, and the tower's going to be, like, here in the middle. So I'm just going to shave this middle section down and get all the dirt that I truly want and need. Start smoothing out the land over there. Unless I have loads of dirt somewhere in chests that I just have no idea. I don't know. That's good. She sounds like she had a blast. Oh yeah, she did. Mommy was not impressed with how muddy she was when she came back from work. But to be fair though, the outfit was getting kind of small on her, so it's fine that it got covered in some dirt, stains, and mud, and whatnot. At least in my eyes as a dad. It's a good idea. Yeah, I think so, Lily. I think so too, because, you know, I came up with it. It's always a good idea if I come up with it. Oh my god. What hat am I wearing right now? Am I wearing the Q hat or am I wearing the editor hat? Oh. Maybe a little bit of a mix of both. If I was on the Supercraft server, I'd have enough dirt. And actually, this mountain that I'm constructing over there, I'm literally just digging down underneath it to get the dirt that I need to continue to build my mountain. So it's killing two birds with one stone. Build a custom mountain, you just build the outside shell, you have all kinds of dirt underneath and stone to dig at to build what you need to build. I was just about to say that. Yeah. Let's see what this dirt gets us. We'll see how far this gets us. I think it should be enough. I think. I think. Let's see. I'm gonna change up the music. Yeah, I'm good. I was just switching the music, changing it up a bit. Is it too loud for you guys? Can you hear it? You liking it? This spot can go away. Also gives us a little bit of extra dirt. No, I can hear it, Lily. All right, cool. Cool. Is it too loud? Let's see. No, just right? All right, cool. What do you guys have for plans today after the stream? What are you guys doing? Or what have you guys done so far today? What's your day been looking like? Been a good day? Exciting news? Look at all these chickens. Alright. I'm gonna start. I gotta fill in this hole because this hole's been bothering me like crazy. Remember the rule of doing dirt, people. Double it, triple it, quadruple it. Make sure you have at least 2 layers of dirt. At least. If you can fill in holes all the way, by all means do it. But if you ain't got the dirt, good luck. It's my rule of thumb because, like, you know, if I need to change this block right here, I dig down, it's like, oh, well, there's a block of dirt right there. I'm not going to fall to my death. I'm not going to get hurt. I'm not going to, you know, screw anything up. Just makes things easier. Even though you go through more dirt, but, you know, work smart, not hard. I've not done much. I'm about to get some sleep and then work overnight. Ooh. Overnights. I used to work overnights. What's your shift like? Are you like the great graveyard shift where it's like midnight to like opening hours, or are you like dinner time to like opening hours? Because I used to work, I used to go into work at 4:30 at night and get done at 3 in the morning. I think it was. I did that for a year and a half. And I also was a tow truck driver for 3 years, so, and I worked literally 24/7. Wintertime was always crazy for winch outs and recoveries and stuff like that. I could literally be asleep or just got home from a call and then go to lay down after taking a shower, you know, having something to eat, getting ready to go to bed. Literally there was times where I laid my head on the pillow, boom, phone, pager went off. I had state police calling me to come get cars, and oh god. I know the struggle. I work 11:30 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. in a nursing home. Oh. My sister does a similar shift. And same sense, she works in a nursing home as well. Mad respect to all nurses out there. Couldn't get far without them, especially the ones in the fields. Hey, welcome, welcome. Thanks for the first chat, and also thank you. Nyla Foster, if I'm saying that right, sorry if I'm butchering it. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. I am doing well, how are you today? We're currently working on some terraforming because we just got done destroying the rest of the houses in the village here. Now just trying to smooth out the land so I can start putting up some more structures. You're fine? Alright. How's your day been? Oh. Shit. I swear I'm good. I just need to get Feather Falling 4. Oh. Where am I from? I am from Vermont. Northeastern... Eastern, right? Yeah, northeastern United States. Why, do I have a funny accent? Do I talk funny? Do I sound funny? Probably still sound a little bit funny though, because just getting at the very tail end of a head cold. That's my loving daughter decided to give to me. Ah, nice country. Ah, nice country? Where are you from? I am from London, UK. Ooh. Is it true that you guys drink a lot of tea? Like, even though it's like a very stereotypical thing, is it true? And do you have recommendations on teas? Discord is blowing up on me today. Okay. I have an offer. May I share it? In sense of what? What do you mean? What do you mean an offer? Can you be more specific? Is it more like a suggestion, or like is it more of a promotion, promoting things? Do I need an artist in my channel for a reasonable price? Well, the thing is, I don't have the funds for anything along those lines. I don't have the funds right now for payment of anybody of resources of that sense. Like I don't. I want to learn how to do that stuff for myself. Maybe share some things that I've learned and whatnot. But as of right now, man, I don't got the funds. I don't got the resources to do something like that. Am I interested in it? No, I'm really not. I think curving this back would be pretty good. Something like that. That is looking good. I got links to my Discord all over on my Twitch page here, and it's been popping up. It pops up in chat, so it's right there for easy access for everybody. All right, I'm thinking this is a good curve right here. This obviously is going to get fixed at some point. All right. Um, hang on here for a second, guys. I gotta deal with something here. Give me 1 second. Well, I think that was the first time ever having a bot in here. Like, seriously. Yeah. So yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? Oh, good God. First thought it was actually somebody legit, but no. All right. But I gotta step away for just 1 second, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay? I promise, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was interesting. First time ever having a bot in here. Oh. Definitely something new. I think I did the right steps taking care of it. I think. I don't know. I'm hoping so. Reported them and blocked them, so. I think that's all I really gotta do. Alright, now I'm gonna get back to the grind of doing the terraforming. This curve's looking good right here. At some point in probably the near future or something, one of the plans is going to be to revamp this whole villager breeder and actually like make a building of it and make it look cool. Now I got to work on connecting this section in and around to over here. So I'm thinking if we continue out a bit, kind of a curve like that, and then maybe kind of start wrapping it back. It might look good. I'm thinking, I'm hoping. Let's see here. Maybe make it a bit more of a sharper curve. Like that? Let's look at a free cam mode here. Does it seem to smooth good? Kind of curves along. It juts out, curves back in. Could bring it out a little bit more. Like bring the curve out a bit and then go back in. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make the curve a little bit better. Start to bring it more this way. Curve it out here. Start to bring it back. Am I liking that better? Yeah, I'm liking that better. And then we can start bringing it more back this way to change the curve. Because I want to stay within the lines of how the natural terrain is already. Just improving it, beautifying it a bit more, making it more smooth, more natural, if you will. Something to the effect of that. Get rid of this line just to see if what I just changed actually helps or if it pulls it away. I'm liking that. It helps it out more. It does more of that beautiful curve to it. Right. I'm liking it. Well, I'm pretty sure it is nighttime Minecraft, but hey, apparently you know more than I do. There we go. Now I can sleep. Alright, now let's just start filling this in. Are you guys liking the live stream so far? Like, I know I did take a break from it because it was just so sick. I was sick. I couldn't, like, I wasn't sounding good. I was coughing. I was congested. I was just so full of mucus and crap that I couldn't breathe out of my nose. Oh, it was horrible. But as far as like how what the content is for the streams, Are you guys liking this stuff that, you know, just doing some basic, you know, some basic works around the village that here we're trying to construct and everything, and we're doing this stuff and being able to sit back, relax, and chat with you guys? Are you liking this stuff? Because, like, I don't want to do too much of the things and, like, pull away things from, like, actual episodes. So that way still, like, you know, the episode content is still engaging and interesting for you guys. It's not just like, hey, you know, I built this whole entire thing. I did all of this on a stream. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know. Are you liking it? You liking, like, this little stuff here that just doing some projects that I don't really want to record them, and, like, just some behind the scenes stuff, and that's what doing for the live stream? Yes, it's really nice to see what you are doing to get ready for your next episode. All right, Lily. Thank you. You think we could get to 40 followers before the end of this stream? I don't know if we can make it or not. I mean, hey, tell your friends, tell your cats, your dogs, your fish, your houseplants, the trees outside, your neighbors. Everybody loves Minecraft, right? I mean, seriously, who doesn't like Minecraft? It's a game made for kids, but adults are playing it and doing some crazy wacky stuff with it. I mean, like, oh, it's interesting. I love it. I'm already all out of dirt. That's crazy. Okay, are there some things that I can smooth out and pick up some dirt from over here? Maybe there's a dirt patch down along the strip mine or something that I can just go and get some dirt from there. Let me get some torches. Let's get some torches and see if we can come across something down there. Should be able to come across some decent dirt patches underground that I can just, like, completely destroy. I get some dirt there. Got some grass blocks. Do I have some other dirt just floating about? That's the coarse dirt. That's going to be for the pathways. More torches, though. Got a dirt block there, and with the wood stuff. Got dirt there. Rooted dirt is going to be for the pathways. I'm not using that for regular dirt. Bring 2 stacks of torches. Almost 2 stacks of torches. Let's see what we can come across with underground. Maybe we can come across some dirt pockets, saving us having to destroy the land up above. I know that this was a dirt pocket. Completely emptied that out. Can I come across another? Oh, that's granite. Oh, look, some dirt right here. Perfect. Just what I was looking for. Not a whole lot, but still some. And it's not destroying our landscapes outside. This is part of the cave system. Well, I got some dirt there. Oh yeah, this is where we came across the abandoned mine shaft. Did I leave anything down here? No. Here, you can have this piece of cobblestone. I know that we gotta do some caving. At least I gotta do some caving and get some more resources and stuff like that, like redstone related bits and lapis. Hello, dirt. Where are you? Do we have dirt around here? Oh, that's just granite. Granite. Do I have dirt and chests down at the strip mine section? That's tough. Granite, cobblestone. I don't know if dirt actually goes down this far. No, we got gravel. Gravel there. Deep slate. 5 diamonds. Oh yeah, we got diamonds down here that we need to mine up. I need dirt. Yeah, the world's made of dirt and everything like that, but I just don't want to start like destroying landscapes, you know? See how far this gets us for dirt. Just to see. Is there dirt over in this chest, actually? No. Maybe this will be enough dirt just to at least fill in this pocket here. It might be. Could. Very well could be. I don't know. I don't know what it is about terraforming and placing dirt. It's just so soothing. It's so relaxing. It's like my meditation. I can do it for hours. I don't know how, but I just can. It's just appeasing. It's nice. It's soothing, relaxing. Oh yeah, there's no way in hell that this amount of dirt's going to do justice. It's not. It's going to take a good chunk. It's going to fill up a good chunk, that's for sure. But we're now on the last bits of the dirt and grass blocks that we have, so yeah. Well, let's check out the area over here where we found the lush cave and the azalea tree. Maybe there's some stuff that we can, some land that we can just destroy without really giving a care in the world for. Or maybe that there's something over here for future build or project or something that I can flatten out, destroy some land, and well, like for instance, this bit here, I can take this down because that's just ugly to look at. Having these random bits of dirt, like that doesn't make any sense for terrain generation. So that can go away. Knock down this section here. I mean, every little bit helps. Every little bit counts. But yeah, this is where we found the lush cave in, what was it, episode 10? 10 or 11? One of the two. I have Silk Touch on this shovel, so I want to stay away from the whole Podzol. Maybe I can flatten out this spot over here? Yeah, I can do that. I can flatten this section out. What I really should do is like set up like a nether highway. Put a portal like either up on the roof or like near the nether, the ceiling in the nether, and then travel a certain distance away and just have that, like find like a plains biome or something, or even like a snowy area, because I don't like to build in snowy areas. It becomes more of a pain and a hassle trying to keep it clear of the snow and everything, and we need a lot of strength to do something like that so it doesn't snow on those blocks without having to alter it with like carpets or anything like that and kind of alter how the builds are. Maybe that's what we could do for a next stream. No chicken? No chicken. Just set up a simple portal up in the nether for literally like a whole biome can just destroy. Just to gather up resources of dirt and stone and... I still can't believe how some of the generation for like caves and everything are. Like, this is just so amazing. It'd be really cool for like a cave-based design or like in like a city or something underneath there. That'd be pretty cool. It's full on big old birch forest here. Like, whoo. Hello, random cow. Another random cow. I think we're starting to come across the farming district side. Yep. I don't want to do anything too crazy over here as far as terraforming. Because I do want to keep with the flow of this land and everything, but I mean, there are going to be some changes for terraforming aspect to make the land more smooth and everything, like just like try to do over there. That's the goal, that's the plans. Every dirt block counts, can't leave any of them behind. Nope, can't afford it. What do we got going on over here? Decent sized mountain there. Maybe one of these streams can do something cool, like, well, maybe not in the sense of like really cool, but like just destroying a whole mountain. That would be something. Could totally just knock down this whole little mound of dirt. This should yield us quite a bit of dirt. At least I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it can. Okay, you get to keep your life for today. Not guaranteeing anything for the next day. Just saying. Yes, I want to see you blow something up at some point. Oh, blowing stuff up. Okay, I was talking about like actually like hand, like doing it all by hand, like this right here, gathering up the dirt and resources and stuff. But blowing stuff up, that'd be pretty fun too. Get some TNT and just literally destroy a whole biome. That'd be pretty fun. Do need to get some mending though, so I can get some mending on tools and everything. Yes. Alright, Lily, we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen one way. One day or another. It's gonna happen. It'll happen. I really don't want to break this shovel. It's a good shovel. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch. I mean, I know I can easily just trade up with the toolsmiths again and get the same shovel. But it took a lot of levels and it took a lot of grinding to get those emeralds, number 1. And number 2, to get the levels just to combine the few shovels to make it this way. So don't break it. I'm trying not to break it. I want to get mending put onto it, but need to get a librarian to sell me mending books. It also would probably help too if I wasn't using the shovel to break things, just for the fact that it has Silk Touch on it. You get the glass back, pick up get leaves from the trees without having to use shears, even though I have an iron farm, so. That's a good amount of dirt. I think we can make something happen of it. I do. Just throw down these trees. Replanting the saplings just to bring more, to try not to screw up the world and be more eco-friendly and have that green thumb, you know? Can you stream on YouTube yet? I don't think that they're... Yeah, streaming on YouTube... Ethan, I'm pretty sure that I don't need to be at any certain... Like, I don't think there's requirements as far as I'm aware. I think it's just more so that your account's verified, which my account is verified. I think it's just that, unless I'm wrong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I need to have like X amount of view times, X amount of subs, or what. I'm pretty sure it's just if your account's verified. So far, we got 1 vote for staying on Twitch. And why are you asking, Ethan? You want me to? Would it be easier for you if I was to stream on YouTube? I've also never streamed on YouTube. I've only really streamed on Twitch, so it'd be something new for me to learn. And but yeah, just for shits and giggles, do I have a diamond in my chest? I have a couple diamonds. Just for shits and grins, how much would it take for levels? To try and repair my shovel. Yes, but I think it would be interesting to see. Alright, so you're voting for me to be streaming on YouTube and be interesting to see. And interesting to see in regards to what? So it's going to take 4 diamonds right now to fully repair. So diamond equivalents of boots to repair my shovel. And it's going to cost 11 levels. Oh. Now if I just throw 1 on, it's going to cost me 8 levels. It's going to bump me up to durability of 524 from 134. Or I can... Let's see how many emeralds and levels we can get from trading with the toolsmiths right now. Just grab a couple blocks of iron and just go to town. Go to town with the toolsmiths and see what we can accomplish there. XP grinding and just mining streams. Okay, okay. Do you like the stuff that like currently doing, like how the stream is working out, like for today, like what the plan is for today's episode? I gotta put lanterns in here. I need a crafting table. Oh, I got a crafting table right here. Look at that. See, I do plan stuff out. Yeah, because I can make lanterns right now. So I'm just getting sick of looking at the torches. I really am. Let's see here. Place a lantern there, lantern here, and a lantern there, and now I can get rid of all this torch spam. I wish you could hang lanterns like off of like this bit of a stair. Like that'd be nice. Okay, let's see here. No, I don't, Lily. I don't plan stuff out. I'm pretty sure I do plan stuff out. I watched the episodes so far, and I'm on episode 6 or 7. Hey, there you go. What are you thinking so far? Huh? What are you thinking of the series so far? Liking it? You're almost getting up to the point where I start to do a little different with the editing style. I mean, I'm having a lot of fun editing in that sense. A lot of my friends are saying that they like it too, the style, the sense of how the editing's going. It's really good. Alright, good. I'm glad to hear that. So there, what are some things that I could work on in for the episodes? I don't know why me asking that question triggered Siri to be like, hey, you're asking me a question? It's like, no. No, I'm not asking you a question, Siri. Huh? Alright, so we got almost 2 stacks out of just that little tidbit. Alright, are you ready to retrade it? Oh, thank God. You're not ready to trade, you're not ready to trade, you're not ready to trade, but you are. Are you not ready? No. Are you ready? No. Are you ready? No. Are any of you guys restocked? Refreshed? No? 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 Okay. Well, that still wasn't a bad haul. Alright, now let's see what we can do for a new shovel. Unbreaking 2, Silk Touch. Efficiency 2. Efficiency 2, Unbreaking 2. So if I do the 2 shovels, it's level, takes 9 levels. Is it actually swapping? It is, so that's 9. Oh God, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. I need another efficiency 2. Just another efficiency 2 shovel. Here we go. So that'll be efficiency 3. Right? Efficiency 3. And then that brings us to efficiency 4. Basic workhorse shovel. And I'm out of levels, so I can't... There's no way I can combine any other tools. That's okay. I watched every episode you have done, and they are super good. Love how your editor says what he wants and is a smart ass. Okay, Lily. He is quite the character, isn't he? Alright, so now I need to just retire the shovel just for the time being, our Silk Touch one. So I can get some mending on it. Alright. Now that we did that little side quest, I'm gonna need some more steak as well. Let's continue on placing some dirts. You guys have ideas for like future episodes and stuff like that, like for different like builds or something? Cause like I want to like also like make this village alive and have like each like house, little building or something, like workshops and everything, like blacksmith areas, whatever, actually like have a villager or two in there to make it feel more alive and like a village. And I can also name the villagers after you. So like if you guys come up with like design idea, like come up with an idea of something being like, if you built this to help like tie into the world and with the flow of everything, then not only is the building going to be dedicated to you, but I'll also name like the villager after you as well. It's at least my plans and my goals and everything. Because then, like, say, you know, get a blacksmith going, go there to, you know, combine tools and whatnot. Like, just like a little basic, like, blacksmith forge or something, like a little structure built up somewhere around here. And have a, you know, blacksmith villager in there, have a leather worker somewhere, like, near little leather working shop set up over by the farming area, by, like, where the cows and the sheeps are, and a shepherd over there as well. Have 1 or 2 villagers roaming around in those little, like, you know, jobs, basically like a job site building for them, instead of just like having a trading hall in the sense. Where'd my bed go? Did I lose it? Did I place it down somewhere and forget to pick it back up? It's a black bed. I thought that I wouldn't be able to lose it. Huh. Or did I put it into a chest somewhere? I probably put it into a chest somewhere. How long am I planning on streaming for? Well, let's see here. Well, we're at 2.5 hours. Started at 1. Here we are at 3:30. I'm not really sure. Maybe go another half hour, maybe an hour, see how I'm feeling. Or see where we get with placing down this set of dirt here. Because I don't know if I got it in me to go and get some more dirt. Let's get a water bucket and clear out this grass and start working on the curve of the land right here. I'm still liking that bridge. There was no like planning into that or anything. Like I didn't like test build it in like a test creative world or anything. I was like, yeah. I want a bridge right there because I got sick of like traveling across the water. And it gave me a good excuse to to start working over there in the farming district area. Okay, I got 2 buckets of lava in there. Do I just not have... I thought I had some water buckets somewhere. Where'd you guys put it? Did you guys move them on me or something? Well, I know what I'm doing. Gonna empty out this lava bucket. Voila. Alright, now let's just snag up some water. Can I do a live where I'm exploring the water? Oh, like the very like the first stream that I did on this world. I went exploring to find the mangrove swamp and ended up going like over 10,000 blocks in the wrong direction. Or like more of the factor of like just voyaging the water for like shipwrecks and more along that lines. More along the shipwrecks and everything? Okay. We can do something like that. And it's another reason why I like streaming is so that way I can ask you guys like, what do you want to see? Like, what do you want to do for next live streams and everything? Like, because like I got ideas and everything, but it's also like, well, you guys are a part of this is just as much as I am. Hey, look, I said it fast that time, unlike earlier. You know, and if you guys aren't engaged in it, then don't any good is that? All right, so how is this side looking like? If we're looking at this side right here. How do I want it to come down? Good job. Thanks, Lily. Like, how do I want the bend to be here? Because that's just too flat. That's not like natural looking like the design that doing on this flat patch right here. Can bring it back. Because I mean, this is really flat here. So even if like, you know, coming in a couple blocks, carrying along here. Does that help it or does it make it worse? I mean, it helps it. Helps that spot right there. Now I just need to like figure out a curve here. Maybe like almost a mimic of this section, but a little bit different in a sense. So like, if I came off like something... Did something to the effect of this. Changing the curve of this over here. How's that looking? That's looking good. Cause I'm looking at the transition between this section and this section here. Not really looking at like all that jumbled of a mess right here. So that's looking good. Let's fill this section in. And the rain, of course. I hate it. Good. It looks good. Hey, thanks, Lily. Hey, that could be part of our, for Lily, actually, that's a good idea with the whole, like, traveling the waters for another stream that can tie into, needing to find, like, a certain biome, not really a certain biome, but a preferred biome that I'm not going to really build anything in and just have it be a resource gathering area of just destruction of the land and everything. So it can combine both of them together. By traveling the seas, finding the right spot, and then putting down another portal, taking the coordinates, figuring out where it's at, and start working on like another highway kind of a thing. So for the next live stream, yeah, let's do that for the next live stream. Do you guys like that idea? For the next live stream, figure out, go sailing in the seas, all throughout the waters, exploring shipwrecks and everything like that. Finding a biome that's preferably like a snowy area or something like that. Putting up some nether portals and getting our nether highway actually situated. That'd be cool, Lily. Yeah. You came up with the idea, Lily. That was all you. I was just putting the rest of the stuff together. Yo, Ethan, what about 121? I'm excited because over on the server we have access to the copper blocks and the new tough blocks, so I'm excited for some of that stuff. I think it's just a plugin for those two blocks, I think so. I'm not entirely sure. I've tried to not really stay up to date with like all the videos being put out there for the new update, because I want to also be surprised and be more excited for it than knowing what I'm getting into, kind of a sense, you know what I mean? And like also watching the creators that I do watch, what their take's going to be on their next steps for their worlds and builds and stuff like that. Let's carve this section out right here. Pull this back a little bit, have like a little sticky out coming out, and then kind of smooth it into that curve in a sense. Start working on that. I don't know. I usually just kind of like, ooh, okay. I hear you loud and clear, the gods of Minecraft. I'm gonna sleep. I thought I could make it, but nope. No, I just try to like kind of stay away from them, from a lot of them, especially like how more so on the homepage of YouTube when I'm watching for pleasure here, when it's my time for, you know, watching just for the simple pleasurability of it, that it gets full of like all the new snapshots and everything, which could easily change. Things could change within the matter of a time frame or something. I'd rather just be like more pretty much in the dark and seeing everyone's true reaction of like the gameplay footage and them explaining it instead of just watching all these videos on the newest snapshot, what's coming, this is what's going to be new and everything. I mean, I know for the concept of some things that are coming, like the tough blocks, the copper blocks, the trials, trial chambers, the mace, like seeing like thumbnails and everything, the wisps, is it the wisps, the winds, something about the wind stuff. All right, so let's work on this curve right here. I want this to be like the very top of where it starts to curve. Let's see here, so 4, we'll do 5. And then kind of carry it around. Maybe dip back. Something to the effects of this. I'm liking that smooth curve, so yeah, I'm gonna fill that in. Wind charge, that's what it is, yeah. Like already seeing like people playing with it and being like, oh, how to use this for redstone contraptions and everything. This is so useful. It's like, yeah, all right. I'm seeing the thumbnails. I'm seeing them popping up on my timeline and all that. I'm like, I just rather would be in the dark of it. All right, so now figuring out this curve. I'm sorry, Netherwort Farm. You were doing good. You were in okay spot that I thought for now, but now you're just in my way. What are you thinking on for the update, Ethan? You looking forward to the new changes? I'm thinking that looks good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that ties in beautifully. So beautifully. Who else is excited for the new update for 1.21? Because once it's fully out and released, the Supercraft server is going to get updated to 1.21, and that's when I'm going to start making content over on the Supercraft server. Still keeping up with this series and doing other stuff on the server too. Basically trying to find a balance of, you know, single player world and like SMP stuff. From what I've watched, the trailer chambers look good, and I can't wait for the tough and copper blocks. I know. The tough bricks, oh, they look so good, man. Like words don't do it justice. It's like you remember when stone bricks came to be about, and like the cracked stone bricks and the mossy stone bricks was added as well. Like it's just a game changer. And I'm excited for the copper trapdoors and the grates, because that's going to look really cool. I have some ideas that I got for like aqueducts with the trapdoors and using the copper grate blocks. I think it's going to look really cool, and especially it's going to like make some steampunk builds, like in that sense of a style, look pretty good. Which for season 6, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of like what my plans are for season 6. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I really am liking that because it's not the exact same as what's up here and what's on the next layer up. It's looking good. It is looking good. Good, 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 good. How much do we got left? We got a little bit left. So, let's see here. This little flat bit here. Can I just throw in something small like this? Does that help it or does it make it worse? I mean, it almost kind of mimics the one at the very top. But where it starts to curve out here, it pulls it away from the same aspect of that curve. If I can make that curve a little bit, like, if more smooth instead of just like that harsh line right there, I think it'll flow better. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, 5. 7 is just too long. It looks just too unnatural. Break. Do that one so it looks like a 2, 1, 2, 1. Pull that back. Is that starting to look better? Yeah, it's starting to look better. It's getting there. Now I gotta work on, like, I gotta figure out this curve down here. Unless keeping it like that. And yeah, keep it to the sense of this style. To how it is almost naturally. And then changing up where the fountain sits. I wish you could like undo the path blocks with the shovel instead of having to put a block on it to like break the path block. I really do wish that that would work out, but can't. Once it's a path block, nothing you can do about it. Unless you hoe it. And then stomp on it or just let it dry out because it's farmland that's not hydrated. That's taken durability off of 2 of your tools. So now, what if we come across here? What if doing something to the lines of this? How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be enough. This should look okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now let's fill it in so we can actually see what it really does look like. Of course, doubling it up. Should have enough dirt for this. Should. Maybe. I mean, I know I could go underneath the ground here as long as I'm at least 3 to 4 blocks actually below the dirt layer and just start carving it out. But then be a lot of torch spam or lantern spam. And oh, I got 1 stack left. Okay, might just have enough. Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough. Gonna be short by just a few. Actually, pretty close. Pretty close. Just gonna need a couple more. I'm still liking how this building turned out. I really am. Excuse me, that's my bed, sir. I just need a couple more blocks, man. There. That'll do. Hop, hop, hop on your way to your bed. Oh. I don't know where I put my bed. I didn't think I'd lose it because it was black, but still managed to lose it. Because the other thing too is with like this right here, I want to open this up more, like open the river up even more and have like the fisherman houses along the river more so. Over yonder. What's over yonder? There's something over yonder I'm not seeing? That's starting to look good. Over yonder. Oh, there it is. Okay. That curve's good. Right there. It almost mimics that top layer. To connect it over here, but also gotta like move all of this stuff to bring this layer around. Which honestly, this layer could like kind of come out, loop in, loop out. But yeah, with all the stuff right there, can't really mess with the terraforming so much with this layer of a curve here. But I mean, like this side right here, that's looking good. This layer's looking good. This is starting to look good. Yeah, it gets a little bit tight in here. But I like how like it dips back in and then it comes out, so it like breaks up your, you know, like your view site on this curvature here. So, because you don't want to have like the exact same ones. Go to your bed before you lose it again. All right, because you can't. You don't want to have the exact same like curves and layouts of your previous layer down to your next one as you're making your own smooth thing. Connor bro, first time chat. Yo, I like your stuff on YouTube. Thanks, man. Greatly appreciated. And hey, thanks for stopping on by. Greatly appreciated. New here, drop a follow if you want. Join the Potato Army. It's a great place. It's a great place to be. Discord's link and popping up in the chat. Post announcements in there for the new uploads for the videos when I'm going live, so you don't miss anything. You don't have to worry about like sitting there watching, waiting. Oh, you did. That's right. Yes, I shouted you out earlier at the beginning of the stream. That's right. But hey, thanks for the first chat. I know it can be rough chatting. Trust me, I've been there. I've done it. I used to be just a lurker for the longest time. Alright, let's just now start getting rid of all this pathway blocks. Turning it all into actual grass and dirt blocks, like... Yeah, it's going to eat up my hoe, but... It hurts my eyes to look at all this. I need to really work on getting some mending. I need to get some villagers into the libraries. I need to get them some stalls made up for them. At least get a villager for mending. Unbreaking 3. So I'm pretty sure with 1.21, if I remember seeing stuff correctly, that librarians will no longer actually be trading Unbreaking 3 books. Like, Unbreaking at all. I think it's going to end up being RNG on the enchantment table. Whatever the hell RNG means. Pretty sure it's just like something, rolling something. Something. Alright, what are we doing? We're getting hydrated now. Scheisse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. I'm not trying to make crop fields here. I'm just trying to get rid of dirt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now you're outside of the reach. Don't get me wrong, I like the path blocks, but it's pulling my eyes away from seeing just pulls my eyes away from like actually like seeing like what the plans are and everything, you know? Is that just about all of them? Oh, we got a patch there. That patch I did. Alright, let's get rid of that layer up here. Some point soon here, going to end up building a barn over there, put our cows over there, put a cow crusher inside the barn. Sooner than later, preferably. Getting sick of hearing them being there and having to walk past them almost all the time, and literally having this patch here so I can start explaining the crops in rows. It grows them faster for the tick rate, and I want to do a big beetroot field out there too, because that red and the green pop, oh, it's gonna look so good. It's gonna look good. Yeah, that's just a little base camp just to like gather up resources and stuff like that, just for the big crop fields that I got in for plans and everything, and how out there is going to look. You having a good day there, Connor? How's your day been? Got anything cool and excited planned for today? After I get done live streaming, I might go play poker with some buddies, maybe. I don't know. I'm starting to feel better, but I don't want to get any of them sick, you know? And seeing if I can scrounge up a couple of bucks to throw some money into the pot, you know? Texas Hold'em with the boys, you know? It's not Saturdays for the boys anymore, it's Fridays for the boys. We haven't played also in like a good amount of time. Very excited to be hanging out with them again and playing a game of poker. But if I'm still like, I mean, I'm still a little bit congested, and I don't know if I'm still like in the contagious stage, whatever, of this head cold that my daughter gave me, but because I don't want to get them sick, you know? It just wouldn't be nice. I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling after the stream. Yeah, it's been so long that I've forgotten the hands. Your luck, you will be worse tomorrow. Oh my god, yeah, it's been a roller coaster of like, oh, I'm starting to feel good, and then it's like, oh yeah, no, you're not. It's like almost every other day started to feel good, and then just not. Like this past Sunday, I was starting to feel better, and then Monday, my nose got more clogged, and my throat was starting to get more sore. Like it was starting to get sore again. Like Sunday, I started to feel good. I was like, ah, finally, at the tail end of this cold, you know, feeling better, getting there. Nope. How are you? Oh my god. Wait. You can plant trees on farmland? I figured it would have at least ruined it. Alright, I'm not going to dick around with that for long. Cobblestone it is. Got efficiency on the pickaxe, so... Sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an uphill battle, Lily. You ever just get into like a focus mode, you forget what you're doing? Happens to me a lot. Especially right now. I know at the beginning of the stream was doing pretty good, was really chatty, really talking and everything. It's starting to die down. I know that for shores, for realsies, for real life. Oh, good God. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's get this cleared up, and I think I'm probably I'm gonna wrap it up after this once I get this little section here cleared up and it's not actually farmland and being hydrated. So last call for you guys. What you want to say? Get off your chest. What you want to throw in the chat? If you haven't joined Discord yet, and you got a Discord, you should do it. It's a load of fun. You know, good little. Me, a couple other people so far. It's where I'm post announcements and everything. Talk to you guys. There's a little section in there for fan art. If anybody's artsy fartsy or whatever, like I was talking about earlier today, that when I do my little editor blurbs, oh, this is all going to become the river anyway. So it's all going to get torn up. You should not be hydrated, sir. Yeah, this is all going to be dug out. This river's going to get opened up. It's going to go out exploring out that way and stuff and ride the boat. But yeah, I was thinking like for during the editor blurbs of the videos that have like a little animated, not so much like actually animated and like, you know, moving and everything, or like 3D or something, just like a little cartoon stick figure kind of potato, and that would be like, you know, the editor for the videos. And it would have the different reactions, like the, you know, face palm, the like throwing the hands up, like an eye roll or something. So it kind of like pulls away more of the all the words up on the screen, you know. But yeah. Again, I also did partner up with Buy Me a Coffee. Again, it's not going to be a thing where it's like, oh, you sign up for a $2 monthly membership, you get access to like different things that somebody else can. No, it's simply just a factor that. What's up, taters? Hey, DJ, how's it going? Just getting ready to wrap things up, my guy. Doing a little bit of an end talk right now. Just talking about how Joan partnered up with Buy Me a Coffee, and yeah, I do look tired, Lily. I can see it in my eyes. Look at it. I don't have my beautiful, luscious eyes anymore. I'm going to need to take like a little beauty nap or something. But yeah, that's just for you guys to send just a little bit of extra love if wanting to be. Don't have to. Not forcing, not begging, not pleading, not demanding, nothing. It's not going to grant you any other perks other than that I'm going to be thanking you. Your name is going to be thrown up on the video. I'm going to thank you guys at the end of each video who does end up donating money. It's going to be talked about. It's going to be put into a book. It's going to be put into the library, the World Library of the World. It's going to be going towards things of like, you know, keeping these pretty lights. If the lights break and it's like I don't got the money to replace them. I haven't had internet all day. Oh, damn. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, do you have internet back yet or no? But yeah, no, I'm like, I'm going to share with you guys, especially in the Discord, on the channel, in the Discord channels there, that, you know, with your donations, you got this. Like, you know, I'm not wearing my glasses because they got scratches on them. Can't really wear them. Mango, what's going on, my guy? About time you wake up. Jesus. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, my guy. Which, reality, it's in the morning for you. Sorry to keep cutting you off. Haha, yeah. Yeah, it's back. That's why I'm just logging on. Ah, okay. It's all good, all good. 7 a.m. Mango. Dang. That is early, my guy. Oh, now my girlfriend's telling me that I can't stop streaming because Mango just hopped onto the stream. I know within the next few weeks here that my days for streaming are going to change. Got to figure out a good day because my daughter's going to be in daycare Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So those will be my days that I can record and make sure the videos are uploaded for, you know, when they're posted Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at the 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So maybe something like a Saturday my time, or a Sunday, change it to be a designated stream day. So I want to keep up with it, that doing, you know, 3 episodes a week. When Supercraft season 6 starts up, probably going to cut back to either like one episode of the old school Let's Play, one of the Supercraft, and 1 day for streaming. I want to try to keep at least streaming once a week, or like maybe every other week. But I mean, I like being able to talk with you guys right off the bat here and getting answers directly and doing some of the boring stuff behind scenes and not just sitting here alone and just, you know, grinding away. At least I can communicate with you guys. Oh yeah, Mango and DJ, you guys missed it earlier. We had a bot coming in trying to offer some services, so that was pretty interesting. First time ever for me. So that means that it's being pushed out there. You guys are sharing the stuff. It's going places. It's becoming a thing to where bots are like, hey, we're going to stop in here and we're going to promote our stuff and we're going to scam this. So thanks to you guys for pushing this stuff and sharing all my stuff. Love it, appreciate it, and I love all of you guys. I do. Free sex services? No, it was for like graphic design stuff, like changing up the overlays, changing up thumbnails, the banner arts and everything. Because at first I thought it was somebody actually real and legit until they asked to follow the Discord, and I was like, well, it's popping up in the chat. Just scroll up, click on the link, it's in the chat. Then they're like, I noticed that you don't have any banner art or anything like that. It's like, yeah, I do. And then they started repeating stuff. It was like, yeah. You're going places, not college, but places. Oh, yes, definitely. Sorry, I was asleep and I missed your new friend. Hey, it's all good, Mango. It was pretty exciting. I think I followed the right steps, that I reported them and I blocked them. So, but it was still cool to think that, like, wow, a bot came onto the stream. Like, never happened to me before. So it's pretty cool. And then maybe with changing the day of when doing the designated stream can change the actual time. So, because I noticed that more of you guys are kind of popping in later on towards the tail end of it, because of course the different time zones. Gave him big dick energy. Jesus. Because yeah, I started streaming 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time. So some of you guys are not, like in the States, are like you're hours ahead or hours behind. So it's like Mango, for instance, it's 7 o'clock in the morning for him, and it's, you know, almost dinner time for me. Like, and I know, Mango, you're getting upset because you can't see the actual live stream all the way through. That sometimes you catch on at the very end, or you're just watching the VODs later on. So, and then DJ here, he didn't have internet all day, which that's rough. I'm sorry, man. Lily's be top dog though. Every day, every time that I'm live, as soon as the notification goes through, she's right there. Appreciate you. Three hours and 10 minutes we've been going at this. Oh. Alright, let's do something. One cool thing I'm going to do is going to showcase what I've been doing on the Supercraft server. And of course, as I spawn in, I log on, it's nighttime. Let's see, switching over. I don't have a bed anywhere in here. But yeah, so it started building up a little storage room here. Just basically a storage bunker underground. Finally took down this ugly looking house here, threw up a little tent. Yeah, we finished off with the barns over here and the 2 houses for the farming side. We got a field in here. Also, Mango did something pretty cool in here. Did a little thing with some armor stands. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Mango's out here frolicking in the field, and then there's just a farmer out here just trying to harvest up some wheat. Started building this huge mountain. This is what I've been really focusing on for the last couple of days. Last few times that I've been on. Like, I'm talking like this is massive. Like, if we fly up and around. Like, it's massive. I don't know who put that under there. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm on to you. This is the Fountain of Youth. Been working on this. Got this all filled up. I got it textured, curved it out, make it look old and everything. This is going to be like a big ruin thing with this thing right here. Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics. It's going to be like ruined up and everything, overgrown, natured. Like the structures in like Skyrim, if you're familiar with Skyrim, how it has that ancient text on it for like the Dragonborns for their different spells, casts, and everything. I know enough about Skyrim to kind of get by, because, yeah, who indeed, Mango, huh? Are you the one that put it under there? Huh? Was it you? Was it you, Mango, that did that? Yeah, earlier I was talking about building a mountain, and I'm literally taking the dirt from down here and then repurposing it to be the structure of the custom mountain I'm building. And then did work over here, down this way. This is like where the fountain comes down from the Fountain of Youth that travels down this canal into here. Did all this up with some stone brick, cracked stone brick, moss, some mossy cobble. This is going to be like a little market area where the 2 districts are coming together. This is the fisherman side of the district. This is using in some of the new tough blocks. I mean, just like look at them. They're just look so good. Got ourselves set up here like for a little like fish holding tank for the fishermen to, you know, unload their ships from the harbor that's going to be here eventually, to unload the fish into the holding tank. This is going to be the big cooking smelting for the market area and for the actual, you know, dwellers here, the village. It's going to be like a small little holding tank and storage for the fish to come out of the big one down into here to be cooked up. Then we just got a bunch of houses over here. The interiors, though, you're going to love this. There's nothing done for the interiors on any of these buildings. I just was playing around one day while the server was getting updated to have the 1.21 features in here. And so I was playing on a creative test world and a snapshot that have access to the blocks, and came up with a couple of templates for some houses. And yeah, I need to get some mud because this is going to be like a little workshop kind of a thing, like, you know, building fishing poles and building barrels for the storage and everything. That's what this is going to be, a little just workshop outpost kind of a thing. This little house here, this is like more of the design for, like, you know, as if it's like the mayor of the village or something like that, to the sense. This is over here like another like silo holding other fish or whatever. Like, that's kind of like the lore of it. This stuff here is retaining walls. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like I went to the end and then came to and visit you. No, Mango. Not you. Not ever. But yes, that's what I've been working on over here on the Supercraft server. Something tells me it was Mango. Lily, I'm pretty sure that it was Mango. But yes, this is what's been going on so far. And this area here is going to be the market area where that the fishermen and the villagers, they're coming together to make the land united as one, because the spirit of the Fountain of the Youth came to them and was like, you guys need to be united, and I'll come back once you guys prove to me that you're all united and you're one, and I'll give you guys the gift of life. And it's been like centuries since it's happened, so they're trying to prove that the land is united and one and pure and holy and all that stuff. So the plan's going to be that I'm going to take like almost like an outpost wall kind of a thing, go along the right side of where the scriptures, the hieroglyphics, there we go, now I can say it, are going to be coming down along this side, down to this little water canal here. It's going to come down along the fisherman village down here into this creek, which is going to be open up more for a harbor and everything. He can give you instructions on how to swim. Oh dear. Yes, Lily. He's got videos. He's got videos on how to swim and all that kind of stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I like it. But yeah, so this is going to be like a market area. And then the nether portal is going to be spun 90 degrees. And it's going to be bigger and grand. And to fit in with the lore, instead of just having an ugly nether portal in my village here, my area, my claim, whatever you want to call it, is going to be that's where the spirit of the Fountain of Youth is going to return to them and give them the gift of life. So you don't just, like, that's going to be the lore. So yeah, and I'm planning on this area more so over here being more like entwined with like the harbor area of the boats, where it's more like workshops and everything, and like storage kind of an area, and like where they're building boats to be like launched out into the sea and all that. There's going to be like little docks down here, and there's going to be some cranes poking off over the retaining wall here of holding back the land into the creek. Definitely got to work on some more terraforming of like this land here and down this way a little bit. That's just looking pretty rough and ugly. Got to throw in some more buildings for the farming area. Got to get some more animals. Got to get pigs. So we have cows and sheep. We need pigs. We need some chickens. Need more houses. I'm going to put a big potato field in. But yeah, it's coming together. I did actually terraform this whole side right here, and this is all custom done by me. First time ever, like, doing any kind of mountains. So, I mean, I'm pretty excited by it. I mean, it looks good. It looks natural. It curves up. Dirt kind of overhangs. It's looking good. I like it. And as far as, yeah, this is going to get all opened up. It's going to be like, it's going to get terraformed. It's going to get beautified. It's going to look more natural. It's going to look more flowy. It's one day or another. This is getting dug out, so it's more open and it makes sense to have like a big ship sitting out this way or whatever. Because you can't just have like a big boat right in the middle of like, you know, this tiny little creek right here. It just doesn't make sense. Like, how the hell did a big boat like that you would see sitting out here end up traveling all the way into here? Like, it's just not possible. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's been going on over here on the Supercraft server for Season 5. When 6 starts up, we're going to be doing some good stuff over here. It's going to be doing lots of contents with it. Lots of it. Definitely going to be doing stuff along the lines of like how Hermitcraft does their thing. I'm excited for it. I know Mango is. Mango and I have been talking. We got some ideas going. We got some ideas brewing for some things that we're going to do to bring entertainment to you guys. But yeah, I love that I got a little mango scarecrow in here. It's awesome. But yeah, this has been a big project, and learning and picking up on more of the skills of curving for the land and being more for Jesus Christ. Been working harder on my skills for terraforming and everything. Why do I just have random shulkers here? I don't know. It's a problem. If it's not chests, it's shulkers. Yeah, this is all eventually going to get like sloped out and terraformed. It's going to be all smooth and everything. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. So yeah, did you guys have fun with this stream? Did you guys have fun today? What are your plans for afterwards? 'Cause I'm wrapping it up right here. This is last call. We're doing last call again. Oh, how many times am I going to do a last call? I am still going to be uploading this up onto YouTube and everything, so if you guys did miss it, don't worry. Don't fret. Yes, eat food? I mean, I could go for a bite. 2 million? What? 200000000. What you talking about, Willis? Oh, last calls. Okay. She crazy? Oh yeah, Mango. We know she crazy. She crazy with good loving intentions, though. Alright, you guys. Well, I'm going to get ready to dip out of here. You all have a good one, alright? And thank you guys again so much for all the love and support and everything. I greatly appreciate it. Without you guys, I couldn't be doing this. Without the love and support from my wonderful girlfriend, wouldn't be doing this. So thank you to everyone, especially to my girlfriend, and just thank you guys. It means so much to me.